My name's Tom Riker. I've served as county sheriff for over 18 years. I've kicked down doors on drug dens, chased armed suspects through cornfields, and stood my ground in the face of danger more times than I can count. But nothing prepared me for the call I got that afternoon. It was a sunny Friday. My daughter Haley had just left her cardiologist's office. She was born with a congenital heart defect. Multiple surgeries before she turned 10. She's 23 now, strong, kind, soft-spoken, but fragile in ways the world can't see. She was driving my wife's SUV through our quiet community of Oak Valley Ridge, a gated neighborhood with too many rules and way too many people who think a homeowner's association badge makes them judge and jury. That's when Karen entered the story. Her real name? Doesn't matter. Everyone just called her Karen. She was the self-declared queen of the Oak Valley HOA, even though no one voted for her. Always had her nose in someone's yard, someone's car, someone's business. But this time, she went too far. Haley was driving down the main road when Karen tried to turn out of the clubhouse parking lot in her black BMW and nearly sideswiped her. Haley honked. Just a quick alert, nothing aggressive. But that was all it took. Karen whipped her car around and chased my daughter down the street like some maniac out of a bad action movie. Haley, frightened, pulled into a cul-de-sac to get away. She thought Karen would back off. Instead, Karen jumped out of her car screaming. Red-faced, hair flying, phone already recording. She accused Haley of aggressive driving, called her trashy, and claimed she didn't belong in her neighborhood. My daughter tried to de-escalate, reminding Karen that she had a heart condition and couldn't handle stress. She even showed her the medical bracelet. Karen wasn't moved. She reached into her purse and pulled out a concealed pistol. Without hesitation, she fired. The bullet hit Haley in the shoulder, close to her chest. She collapsed instantly behind the wheel, bleeding and struggling to breathe. A neighbor saw it happen and called 911. Paramedics arrived in minutes. I got the call on the sheriff line. It was coded as a civilian shooting in progress. When I heard the address, my heart stopped. When I got there, I saw the SUV, the blood on the ground, the ambulance doors closing. I pushed past the tape. A young deputy tried to stop me until he saw my badge and my face. "That's my daughter in there," I growled. Inside the squad car, handcuffed and smug, sat Karen, her eyes wide when she finally realized who I was. "You're the sheriff?"
Act!
"You shot a girl over a horn honk," I said, barely holding my rage. "You shot my daughter, a heart patient. You better pray she lives." Karen stuttered something about self-defense and feeling threatened. Her phone had recorded part of the incident, but not the part where she pulled the gun first. Too bad for her. 3 doorbell cams did. By morning, the footage was everywhere. Social media, news sites, even national outlets. You see, Karen had a pattern. Reports started rolling in. She'd harassed an elderly vet for parking his truck on the street. She yelled at a Latina mom for letting her kids draw chalk on the sidewalk. She even threatened to call CPS on a single dad for leaving a stroller in the driveway. But none of that compared to what she did to Haley. My daughter underwent emergency surgery. The bullet had missed her heart by an inch. The cardiologist said any more stress or delay, and she could have died. She stayed in the ICU for 3 days. I never left her side. Meanwhile, Karen sat in a jail cell. No bail, no sympathy, no HOA badge to hide behind. She was charged with attempted murder, reckless endangerment, brandishing a weapon, and hate-motivated assault. Turns out the HOA bylaws didn't give her any right to enforce anything. At the next HOA meeting, which I personally attended, the board voted unanimously to dissolve their compliance committee, the same one Karen had abused for years. Neighbors came up to me with apologies, stories of her intimidation, and offers to help. But I wasn't looking for revenge. I wanted justice. Haley pulled through. Her recovery was slow, but she stood up again. 1 week after she left the hospital, she looked me in the eyes and said, "Dad, I want to testify." She did. Calmly, bravely, in a packed courtroom, as Karen stared at the floor. I honked. "That's it," Haley told the jury. She nearly killed me for it. Karen was found guilty on all counts, sentenced to 22 years without parole. No amount of HOA power could save her now. These days, Haley speaks at community events, warning about abuse of authority. She's alive, stronger than ever. As for me, I still patrol the county, still wear the badge. But now every time I see a neighbor dispute escalate, I remember what it nearly cost me. Let this be a warning. You never know who you're dealing with. You never know what someone's been through. And you definitely don't pull a gun on the sheriff's daughter over a parking lot honk.